Welcome to the Thunderdome of reality. Hi there, fellow millennials. Right, because in today's video we focus on millennials. Me being one of them, or one of us, right? Obviously, you're all welcome to watch this video. It's not specifically for millennials, but it will be about being one, right? And what sort of reality millennials are and have been facing. By the way, I will be checking my notes quite heavily in this one because I haven't prepared as well. But this is how I roll on this channel. It's quite raw, right? And my name's Philip, by the way. More about me you can read in the description of the channel, I suppose. So, right, let's start the video, shall we? So, ever feel like life is just one big participation trophy, right? Well, buckle up because today we're diving into 5 harsh truths about being a millennial, right? And spoiler alert, it's not all avocado toasts and Instagram filters. So put down your avocado, close your Instagram, and let's get real. And right, this is gonna sting a little. Like finding out that your parents have started a TikTok account, right? So let's kick ahead. So this part of our, I sort of call it the gift that keeps on ticking. And what I mean by that, well, first up, student loan debt. Well, basically, quite specifically when it comes to United States, UK, such countries where higher education is inordinately expensive, right? So loads of people get into debt because of it. And remember those motivational posters in high school, right? Education, the key to success, they proclaimed, right? Well, turns out they forgot to mention that success comes with a hefty price tag, right? Student loan debt is basically the millennial version of mortgage. Except instead of a house, you're paying for a piece of paper that says you can identify a dangling uh, 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 participle, right? Sorry for sort of really not delivering a nice pitch here. So congrats, my fellow millennials. You're now the proud owner of a degree and a mountain of bills. So this is harsh truth number one, I suppose. I'm smiling, but I'm crying on the inside. I'm being honest, actually, not the sarcastic. Where where dreams go to die. That sounds very optimistic, doesn't it? Right. So the job market, where dreams go to die. Next up, yes, job market. Oh yes, the magical land where experience is mandatory, but entry level is the standard. So sounds like counterintuitive, doesn't it? It's like trying to win a game of Monopoly where everyone else starts with a hotel on Boardwalk and you're stuck with Baltic Avenue. And let's not forget the unpaid internships, the ever present black hole of exploitation disguised as opportunity. Companies want employees who are already experts in their fields, with years of experience and a Rolodex bursting with contacts. That sounds a bit, archaic, Rolodex. Anyway, perhaps LinkedIn bursting with contacts, right? LinkedIn or any other app where you gather contacts, I suppose. But how are we supposed to gain that experience when every job posting reads like a laundry list of impossible demands, right? Doesn't it? So this is the next harsh truth that, well, sounds way too familiar to me, to be honest, and perhaps to you too. Right, a comedy of errors, and by comedy we mean tragedy, right? So the next chapter, the housing market, a comedy of errors. Oh, the housing market, you know. Remember when owning a home was the American dream specifically, but also a dream in many other countries. Well, newsflash, the American dream is officially on a back order. Prices are skyrocketing faster than SpaceX rocket, right? While wages are crawling along at the pace of a sedated snail. You've got cash buyers, bidding wars, and investors scooping up properties like they're going out of style. It's enough to make you want to buy a van, park in the woods, and become one with nature, right? Again, I suppose one of those millennial trends, van life. Plenty of YouTube channels on that one, you know. I suppose it's the silent or not so silent anymore protest of millennials when it comes to, again, this comedy, tragedy, housing market, right? For us millennials. Ryan, another one. I'm very dramatic when it comes to this video because it's, you know, I feel it very personally. So another sort of caption is where self-esteem goes to die. Can you guess what it might be about? Well, nothing but, yeah, well, I suppose you guessed it. Social media, right? So, where self-esteem goes to die, social media. The digital wonderland where everyone's lives are perfect. Everyone's vacations are exotic, and everyone's meals are photogenic, right, and delicious. It's like living in a constant state of FOMO. For those of you not familiar with this acronym, it's fear of missing out. Fueled by perfectly curated snapshots of other people's highlight reels, right? Because here is the thing, social media is basically a giant competition for validation. We scroll through our feeds, comparing, our behind the scenes to everyone else's carefully construed facades, and wonder why our lives don't look like a perfectly filtered Instagram post. But here's a little secret. Those influencers you're so busy envying, they're just human as you are. That's the harsh truth, you know. We just see the snippets of their reality, again, carefully curated. So that's another harsh truth when it comes to um, um, social media, right? And a side note, philosophically speaking, this is the source of unhappiness spoken by many, comparing yourself to others. And it's easier than ever now to compare yourself again through social medias with people that are celebrities and so on, which wasn't so as easy, you know, before the arrival of social media. Right, another one. Right, the millennial souvenir no one asked for. So climate change anxiety. And finally, the piece of resistance of millennial anxiety is climate change. Because if there is one thing we love, it's inheriting a planet that's hotter than a jalapeno in a microwave, right? We're talking rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and a future that looks about as bleak as a dystopian novel, right? George Orwell and others. So yeah, we're a little anxious, but hey, at least we have a reusable straws, right? The jokes are on us. So now what? There you have it, folks. 5 harsh truths about being a millennial. We're drowning in debt, struggling to find decent jobs, priced out of housing market, bombarded with unrealistic social media expectations, and start staring down the barrel of a climate crisis. Fun times, right? But before you go crawl into a ball and resign yourself to a life of existential despair, remember this: we're all in this together, right? We're a generation that's been dealt a tough hand, but we're also a generation that's resilient, resourceful, and determined to make things better. Right? As a saying goes, that good times create weak people create tough times create sort of tough, strong people. So hopefully we'll come back on the other side again, stronger, right? That's the hope there. So until next time, stay sarcastic, right? That's it for this video. Obviously, you've subscribed. Cheers for that. I'm just joking. Or consider subscribing if you find this content to be to your liking, and comment. Obviously, tell me if any of those harsh truths sound familiar to you. Are you facing any of them or none of them? What's your life like being a millennial, or any other part of, or any other member of the generations, like Generation Z, or even Alpha, and previous ones, baby boomers, you name it, right? Whoever you are, please share your thoughts on those aspects I covered here. I would find it extremely interesting to read your thoughts on that. So yeah, comment, subscribe, like, all that shebang. And thank you so much for your precious time. And hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Bye.